Hello everyone, welcome to my page today, and on today's tutorial I'm going to be teaching you guys how to sketch a basic fashion croquis using 9-headed model. Okay, so the first thing I did on this video is just to create my work surface, and I'm just trying to use that line, this line, like a demarcation, a space where to create a space where I'm going to be working on. So that line now, I measured it because it's just like the full length of the space I'm going to use. So I measured it and it gave me about 34 point something centimeters. So after then, I just went ahead to divide that thing I got by 9. You know, we are working with a 9-headed model. If you are working with a 10-headed model, you are going to divide whatever you get as your full length. You are dividing it by 10. If you are working with 11, you are dividing by 11. If you are also working with 8, you are dividing by 8. And now we just choose to use, I choose to use head 9, 9-headed model. And reason is because making use of 9-headed model, especially as a beginner, is always very easy. It gives you that right proportion to work with. So now, after I was already done, I went to the other line, Then I divided it also by 9. And the next thing was just to connect everything together. You can see the points. Then you connect together. Now after connecting, the next thing is just for you to get the midpoint of that my space now of your working surface, your work surface. Get the midpoint. After getting the midpoint, you just connect together also with a straight line. And my midpoint here is just about 8.5, which is 17 cm. Then connect with a straight line. When I'm done, I just labeled them 9 heads so that I won't get confused. Now the first head, which is head 1, is where the main model head is going to be centered on. The first thing now to do in that head 1 is to divide that head 1 by 2. You can see me trying to divide it by 2. After dividing it, I connect it. Those 2 points I made at the sides of the center line is just to get a balance point. It doesn't really mean anything, just to get a balance point. So after making that one now, I am about to get the head width, which I use 1 cm for the both sides. And mind you, that 1 cm now is not constant. I'm just using that one as a guide, so you can use any centimeter at all, but make sure that whatever you are using is giving you a right proportion. The head shouldn't be too big nor too small. It should fit your model accurately. Then the next thing now to get is the neck. The neck now, you are going to divide the second head, which is head 2. You are dividing it by 2, and that place now is where your neck and your shoulder is going to be centered on. So now this is me just marking those points to also get another straight and balanced line. Okay, so after that, you just drew a straight line connecting those lines to those points together. Now I'm about to get the width of the neck, and I use 0.5 cm for the both sides, which is for the width. Then go ahead to the face side, that's your jaw. You use the same thing, 0.5. After making those 0.5, the next thing now is to connect with a straight line touching the face, that's the jaw. So when you are done doing that, you can see me trying to label its shoulder line, because that's also where I'm going to get my shoulder. Label the waist also, though we've not gotten to that. Now I'm getting my shoulder width. Shoulder width, I use 6 cm for the both sides, 6 cm, then 3 for each side. I marked 3 the other side, then 3 the other side. Remember, this middle line now is serving as, how do I put it now? Is serving as a balanced line, because whatever you're having on the other side is what you should have on the other side. That's the usefulness of that middle line. Now this second line, those points now I'm connecting to is my waist line. So under my waist, I think I use 4, which is 2 cm on the other side, 2 cm on the other side. Then the next thing now is just to make the line obvious. Mind you, this measurement I'm using is not constant. It's not like it's a standard measurement that you must use for all models. But the idea is, whatever you are doing, make sure you are having the right proportion. Okay, thank you. So now the next thing is just for me to get my knee, and to get my knee, from that middle line I just measured 0.5 cm inward, then 0.5 cm inward the other side, and then you draw your circle in. That place now is serving as a joint, your knee joint. Then you connect with a straight line from your hip touching the line. And mind you, what I use in getting my hip is also 6 cm. So now I'm just trying to get my ankle. I measured 0.2 away from the center line, 0.2 cm. So after that, I got my crotch. So how do you get your crotch? It's just your head 4 divided by 3. So after you've gotten it, you draw your straight line, then you curve. So please, you can see how I did it. The crotch is not looking pointy or something, so it was balanced. So after that, just go ahead and get a straight line touching your knee and your ankle joints. After that, you shaping it, you curve it. Okay, now the next thing to do is to draw in your leg. Draw your leg from the knee joints touching the ankle joint. Then you go ahead to do it also in the other leg. Then next thing, come down from that ankle joint with 2 straight lines. Then the other side, make it a little bit slanted, and then you do the same thing to the other leg, connect together. So now I'm just trying to shaping it to give it a curve. It was looking pointy at first, then just make sure everything is well curved. And the next thing now is getting my neck. You can see the way I'm trying to curve my neck, entering that straight line we made at first. The straight line I did at first. So that's that about that. The next thing now is me trying to get my arm. The first thing I do is just from my shoulder to my elbow. I brought out those 2 straight lines first. Then I went from my shoulder to that line with a straight line. Then beneath it, you do this 2 circle, which is serving as your elbow joint. Then from that, you connect. And mind you, the other line I just did around the hip region is where my hand is going to start, is where the wrist is going to stop. Okay, so now the next thing is just for you to curve. Please, if this video is becoming too fast, you can pause, go back and watch again before you continue, so that you will grab everything I've been explaining. So now I'm just trying to draw my hand. After drawing the arm, it's just the hand. You can see how I'm just doing it. There's nothing too hard. Like, this video is actually beginners friendly. Okay, so now I'm just trying to give it some shapes and form. So make sure you do this as well when practicing yours. And I think that's that about our illustration for today. I believe this video has been so much helpful. If you have any question, drop it on the comment section. Like, comment and share this video. Okay, see you in my next video. Bye.